Let's bring in Art Laffer, former Reagan economic advisor and co-author of Trumponomics. He joins us now. Art, good to have you on. So
good,
much we want to get to with you. First, this jobs report. We had Larry Kudlow on, the president's economic advisor, last week. He forecast this. He said this was coming. This is a robust jobs report, yet another one.
Yeah, well, Larry's the best advisor ever a president could have. And yes, it is very, and I want to thank you very much, Sandra, for inviting me on when it's such a good number. Now, there is a little caution with this number, the 304,000. They did revise back the last 2 months down a bit. And, you know, December was a blowout number as well, but now it's been revised down slightly below this number. But it's just great numbers. Wage growth over the past year, as Kevin Hassett said, is going to be there, and sure enough, there it is. I mean, all of these numbers, participation rate over the past year, employment to population, all are increasing. And all the people before said this couldn't happen because we were at, quote-unquote, full employment. Well, we're not. We can raise the participation rate, we can increase average hours, and we can increase productivity. All those are flexible, and I think we're going to have a good year coming this year as well.
Yeah, so the headline unemployment rate, which we all look at, it did rise to 4%, but that was a technical reason mostly.
Yes, it was.
Roughly 175,000 federal workers were counted as temporarily unemployed because of the government shutdown.
That's correct. And that's a technical, and yeah, I don't look at the unemployment rate number nearly as much as I do the employment rate, which is showing a very nice, solid growth. But that number will come down, I believe, next month or the month after. So it's a wonderful report, and the president should be very, very proud of the accomplishments he's had since he's been in office. It's been the best first term I have ever seen in my life, and I'm 78 years old, Sandra. And it's just amazing what has happened in the last 2 years.
All right, you don't look it. And by the way, we'll also invite you on the program when it's a bad number.
No, I won't. I won't accept. I won't accept that. You just invite me on in the good ones, and I'll love you forever.
All right. I got to ask you about what is going on with some of these calls on the left for higher taxes, and I'm not just talking incremental increases. I mean, we first heard from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The new congresswoman was calling for 70% taxes on the rich. And now the latest, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, she's calling for extremely sharp taxes on the rich. She says we've been as high as 90%. So that's a place we can start. They're looking to make their point about the rich paying their fair share. How far are they willing to go here?
Well, I don't know how far they're willing to go. Probably at 150% tax rates. So every time the rich come into the office, instead of getting a check, they have to pay a bill. That'll probably stop them at 150%. Just joking. What we do know, Sandra, is that every time tax rates have been raised substantially on the rich, not only have we gotten less revenues from the rich, we've gotten a lot less revenues, but we've also caused a recession or decline as a result as well. Every time we've cut taxes on the rich, whether it be Harding, Coolidge, whether it be Kennedy, whether it be Reagan, the rich have paid a lot more in taxes at lower rates.
I got to jump in here because this is the tax rates that we're looking at here. The average income tax rates, and we dug into the 2016 numbers. The top 1% of earners paid the highest effective income tax rate.
Thank you.
At 27%. The bottom 50% of earners paid the lowest effective income tax rate, 3.7%. But still, these are the words of Congresswoman Omar. Listen.
I know, it's amazing.
Hold on just a second, listen.
So there are a few things that we can do. One of them is that we could increase the taxes that people are paying who are the extremely wealthy in our community. So 70%, 80%, we've had it as high as 90%. 1% must pay their fair share.
The Tax Policy Institute research also shows that the top 3% of earners paid 50% of all income taxes in this country. So what's fair, Art?
Well, you know what? These people don't understand the numbers. They don't understand the economics, and a lot of people don't understand the numbers. But when you're in a policy position, you should understand the numbers because your decision, your opinion counts. And these people should go back and do their homeworks as to what exactly happened when tax rates on the rich were raised and what happened when they were lowered. And if they did that, they would realize that raising tax rates on the rich, like they're talking about, will cause a recession, a slowdown, a depression, and won't get any more money at all, but will cause a lot of hardship. And you can't love jobs and hate job creators. It's as simple as Jack Kemp said it was.
It's a fascinating discussion and debate that's happening in this country right now. Art Laffer,
it is fascinating.
Thank you. Come back soon. Great to see you.
Thank you very much.